When we made the first collaboration, there were a lot of things worked well, and a few things we found a couple of difficulties with. So we decided for the Night Song, the new record, the new one, to, instead of making the backing track the length of time I intended it to be, I decided to take representative sections of each area of the music and copy them and loop them for between 10 and 30 minutes. And then Nusrat, just all he had were the loops to sing to, which in some ways is a bit boring, but I think gave him the momentum that he needed to develop his performances. And I think a lot of what he does is exploring and improvising, and he needs to have the time frame to do that in. The first time I was going to work with Nusrat, it was a pretty intimidating prospect, purely on a musical level, just that, I mean, he is one of the best singers in the world, or maybe, you know, you can't say the best singer, but he's certainly totally up there. So that was somewhat intimidating. And then the more I learned about him and the way he's treated here, which is, you know, very reverential, respectful, he's kind of like Elvis, the Beatles, and Michael Jackson all rolled into one in terms of his popularity here. Night Song is more focused on kind of more love song type lyrics, which I think he thought would be better if we had to edit. And whereas I think with the Qawwali type songs, which are more sacred, it's a bigger deal if you mess up the lyrics. I think it's very appropriate for these hybrid type records where, you know, there's no, we're using traditional elements, but the compositions, there's no tradition involved whatsoever, so you're working blind in a sense. In a way, the structure is improvised of these songs. Nusrat said that there's an ambiguity that is very important to him for a couple of reasons. These are love songs that sound, I think, to someone who understands the language, like a romantic love song, like our pop songs are today. Even though you don't understand the lyrics, as we don't in English, or even as you think it's a love song about romantic love, the feeling, the Sufi feeling is that you still get the message, and you will still be a bit closer to God and a more spiritual person just by listening to it, even though you don't understand it. And I thought that was fascinating. It's a little bit like if you go to the gym and exercise, you will be in better shape, no matter why you think you're going to the gym, you know. You can't go more than a certain distance away from what is pop music now and still have it called pop music. Whereas in 1963, that wasn't true. And I think maybe a lot of Western listeners have they realize that, oh, it's coming around again, you know, in terms of pop styles. And there's a bit of a search for new influences and new experiences, which is partly, I think, listening to music from other cultures helps give people, and partly explains a little bit of the popularity of music from other cultures.
Dal
I think for Nusrat to work in the West, that's part of Nusrat growing as a musician and an artist. And I think he would never stop doing his traditional music. I think he feels that that's his kind of main mission.